Folks, I hope your day is going well at work. Hope you're not dealing with all of this narcissism and bullshit that I talk about every day. But we're going to talk about value today. Value as it pertains to the narcissistic workplace environment. When you're that valuable player, you're that important piece who makes the job function well, right? You're proficient, you know your job, you dutifully do your work. You don't leave people holding the bag. You know that stuff we talk about. You're that person. You're that it person. You're the go-to, okay? And that is why you probably had this game played on you continuously throughout your work career because of insecurities and doubts and stuff that people want to project onto you, right? Because of how good you work. And they hate that because you outshine them. You make them look totally incompetent sometimes, right? So they want to discredit you. They want to devalue you. That's what they do in these environments. Now, as pertaining to the narcissistic game, we're going to talk about flying monkeys in particular because the flying monkeys are the people who want validation. They are the people who seek it greatly. And they'll do anything at any cost to get that master planner to acknowledge them or recognize them. Okay? And the master planner is using this to their advantage, right? Because they hold all of the cards in this situation. So you're at a job, you're doing your job very well, and you have a coworker. Sometimes you have to work with these people. That's what I was saying. Sometimes you guys work in groups, sometimes you work by yourself. But when you have to work with people, you always have to deal with the element of backbiting. And that's because of insecurity. It's all due to the insecurity of the people you're working with, the childish natures of the fools that you have to work with every day. So this is what you go through, folks. So that insecurity plays out in many ways where they'll try to, discredit you to the boss, obviously, but they'll do things on the job, right? Technical things, like they may not stock something for you if you work at a stocking place or something, whatever. I'm just giving you examples, folks, in these job environments where they will try to disenfranchise you with the actual work duty itself. So when you have a situation where you've been on your job for, a couple of decades or something, you're proficient, you're that go-to, and then you get one of these new flying monkey narcissists that I talk about in different videos. Okay, you get one of these people, and they're already sizing you up from day one because everyone's speaking your name and everyone's talking about go to this person, and it's you. And they're already jealous coming in the door. They're looking at ways I can uplift myself over this guy, right? Because of their insecurities, they want to feel validated, like people seek them out. So they do these things. They play these games with you. But you'll have a situation, and I was talking to someone on the work site who told me this story about them having this same problem with the flying monkeys that they're going through. So it's important for me to discuss it with you guys because I'm certain that there's a few of you out there who are experiencing these things. But on these jobs, let me get back to what I was saying though. But on these jobs, they'll have a situation where, maybe they're merging departments or something. Maybe you worked at this department processing or something for many years, and there's some other department who does connections and stuff, and you guys hook up all the time and do joint ventures and stuff. And so sometimes this department may take care of something, sometimes that department, sometimes you guys work together. So they felt there may be a need to join these departments. Well, here's the problem. The person who has seniority at this job, the 2-decade person, they're probably likely should be, if you're going to be fair, because they've been there this long, so they obviously know their job. If you're going to merge these departments, you're going to have them as the head person or the lead person or something. When you do this, the person who's in that other department who wants to discredit you, they don't want these things. They want to be over you. They just walked in the door 6 months ago, but they want to be your boss, and you've been there for 20 years. Taught them, trained them. See, the narcissist does not think about the bigger picture. They only think about what they want, the self-gratification of what they need, which is to be over someone so they can play a game. Right? But these departments, in some cases with the master planners, they will try to join and make these mergers strictly for the purpose of one person, not because they want to increase their profits, or they want to do something productive for the company or something. No. They'll do it for a game because they don't care about the money. They don't care if they blow this company's money. So they'll do this for this game. They'll merge these departments with the sole intention of having the flying monkey person be over that senior person, right? Both of them have an agenda. The flying monkey obviously has an agenda because they want to be the boss. And the master planner has an agenda because they want to victimize that target. Because that would greatly disenfranchise someone who's been there for 2 decades, right? Making more money or something, and you want to put them under someone who's a subordinate to them. I've had this happen to me, folks. I think I may have spoken on it in another video where I had a situation. I worked a job. I was a supervisor, and my older boss, who was a senior to me, he was an old man. This guy did not want me in that job. I did a job excellently, right? Anytime we discussed my performance, I was on top of things. I had everything covered. The staff liked me. My subordinates liked me. But the thing about this guy, it wasn't about my performance, folks. It was about something he wanted, how he felt. He felt insecure to me. There were a lot of young ladies at the time working there that I supervised. And he wanted all of that attention, just for him being the boss and walking in, with his old gray whiskers and shit. But because he wanted all eyes to be on him, his narcissistic, look at me mentality, he was upset at the fact that I had to mingle with these young ladies. I was being completely professional though, folks. This is a job. I'm a supervisor, so I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I can get a harassment claim or anything. Any of these things can go down. So I'm very intelligent about that. But it wasn't about what I was doing or what he perceived of me. It was about what he felt. He felt like this was less opportunity for him. And that's what I keep telling you guys about them coming to these jobs with their intentions, right? People who are under them are subject to what they want and their whims and stuff. So if they want sex with you and you're some new co-working young lady, then they'll get you, or they'll try to tempt you or something, because they're low nature. They don't have any good integrity or morals. So they'll come to these jobs and do these types of things. But I want you people to think about that. Just imagine yourselves in a situation where you've been on a job for a couple of decades or something, like this person. You've trained all of these people, and then the boss wants to put some inexperienced person over you. Not because the person has earned it, but because they want to play a game. And it's all about playing games. And you just don't have time for that. So when you're in these situations, and let me get to the solution. When you're in these situations, you just want to let it play out. You're not going to feed it. You're not going to tell them that you don't want this to happen, because if you do that, they're going to make sure it happens. You get what I'm saying? That you have to play them like that. You have to almost think ahead of them, like I always tell you guys. So if they want you to go this way, you go that way. You see what I'm saying? And you trick them. But you have to be willing to do certain things. And it's getting hot out here too. You have to be willing to do certain things, folks, to keep your sanity and to keep your livelihood until you move on to something else. So you don't want to protest right away and seem like you don't want to work with people or something, because you understand there's a game and everyone else is going to disguise what the real agenda is, which is to disenfranchise you somehow, right? They want your validation, and so you can't just come to work and mind your business, do your job, and go home and do whatever is necessary. They want to complicate things. They want to sometimes these jobs have very high turnovers. The smart people at these companies do not ask the right questions. Why are we turning over people? Is this job that sucky? Or are our management team, are they sucky? See, that's what I want you guys to be focusing on. You may be a manager, you may be a supervisor or something, and you're looking at this dynamic play out at your workplace, knowing that some deserving person that you saw come up through the ranks and work hard, they should have something over some fool who knows how to kiss ass well. This is the world we live in, folks, where ass kissing has more leverage than what you actually know. So if I'm trying to be a heart surgeon, maybe if I kiss enough asses, then I can become the best heart surgeon ever, right? Not how much schooling I have or how many times I've done the operations or whatever. You know, my in the field experience. No, that doesn't really matter. Because these people, they don't have any of those qualities. They didn't get their job by being the best. They got it by manipulation. And that's what you'll be facing in these environments. Because you know you worked hard for all of these years. You've done that. You know, you've seen them play with your raises. You've seen them fucking, you know, play with your schedules. Now you're seeing them try to disenfranchise you on your come up at this job. Because they hold the cards. Because they are the master planners. So you'll get this treatment, and it's not fair. But I told you, in the mind of a narcissist, is it ever fair, folks? That's what you need to be asking yourselves. Is it ever fair in the mind of a narcissist? Never. Can they do the right things? No. They're not capable of that, right? They don't have reasonable thoughts when it comes to these types of decisions they're going to make. So you will always get shitted on. And if you're a target, you will most certainly get shitted on, right? So get your toilet paper out. All right? I love bad behavior, folks. But I like to see fairness at the jobs. I like to see situations where people put their time in. No one wants to work a job. No one comes to work and gets up every day dutifully just because they like looking at people. It's about living in this hard, cold world and trying to survive. Making a paycheck, paying the bills, feeding the children, whatever you're doing. That's what you're doing this for. If someone offered you a lottery ticket, your ass would be gone. We wouldn't see you again, ever, right? And I agree with that. Bugs and stuff. I agree with that greatly, folks. So don't play the game with these people. Don't let on that you're bothered by it. Roll with the punches. You don't have any control. They're gonna do whatever they're gonna do. But you should start thinking about your exit plan. Once you realize that they're gonna try to disenfranchise you on some level that's gonna, you know, affect your emotions. It shouldn't, but something like that would affect your pride. You've been working for years and they're gonna do that to you just to play a game, just to hurt you. Because you're someone who has a light and they want to snuff your light. This is all part of that bullshit. Okay? Tired of these fucking crazy fucks. And the thing, I'll say this real quick. The thing about these people is that you go to work every day and you have to deal with bullshit because someone else has a mental problem, because they're not that smart, because they're emotionally unstable, whatever. They get to get in these jobs, fuck you over. And the people who are in authority who can fix this problem or correct it, they're fucked up too. So you'll get shitted on every single time. I keep telling you, folks. All right? I talk a lot about this in my book, I Love Bad Behavior. You can pick it up on Amazon, right? You can pick it up on my website, thinkbehavior.info, right? Look for Kirby Kilroy. And you folks like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my website, and you can also donate there if you like, and I'd appreciate that. So if you folks are having a hard day, just keep your head up. Realize that there are better and greater things on the horizon for you. You just have to look for them, right? And everything will be okay. Take care.